We do the good Lord got for us today.
It's raining all over me. I'm moist. I'm moist. Call and response, I said I'm moist. I'm moist. Good God, I'm moist. I'm moist. Yes, I am. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
You be.
Carnaval novamente. Mas quantos de vocês sabem de onde realmente se originou esse festival? O carnaval originou-se como uma festa paga no Antigo Egito, que foi posteriormente celebrada pelos gregos e depois pelos romanos. A festa popular foi adotada pela Igreja Cristã Católica Romana na Europa como Carnaval, que ainda hoje é comemorado em partes da Europa, como você pode ver. A festa do Carnaval foi transportada para o Caribe pelos traficantes de escravos europeus. Eles excluíram os escravos africanos do festival. Como uma antecipação, os escravos africanos libertos das Caraíbas transformaram para sempre a festa europeia numa celebração do fim da escravatura. Pode parecer uma conquista poder fazer o que nossos opressores fizeram e nos proibiram de fazer, mas, na verdade, como muitas outras celebrações enraizadas no paganismo, o carnaval é a cultura do nosso opressor. E assim como a Bíblia diz no livro de Provérbios, capítulo 3, versículo 31, não tenha inveja do opressor e não escolha nenhum de seus caminhos. Shalom.
They was quiet at first. That's an aggressive move. The big move. Yeah. There you go, man. Go on, get your nibble on, boy. Drop down and get your nibble on. That's an aggressive move. The big move. There you go, man. Go on, get your nibble. What's up, Cat? What you up to?
Man, we gotta get to the Passover, April 20th.
The Passover?
Hell yeah.
April 20th?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm going too. Let's go.
Everything good? Everything's wild, man. We just headed to the Passover, man. Okay, come on, shoot. I mean, if we leave now, we can make it in time for the lamb slaughter. Hell yeah, let's go. All right. going on? What's good?
Man, we're going to Passover, April 20th.
Oh, man, they having an all-black party?
Hell yeah.
Oh, damn, I got my wares of tears, man. I'll be straight.
Man, let's go there.
All right, let's get that.
Oh, so like I don't want what's going on? Everything good, man. Listen, you ready to get to Passover? We got to roll. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, Passover. Shoot, I had some questions I needed to ask General Hyman in the scripture breakdown, too.
Damn, Cap, what's going on?
The Lord's 55th annual Passover is going down, man. You ready to rock?
Hell yeah. And we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread, too.
All right, I can for sure. We're about to roll. Hey, look, before we go, everybody pay that 200, right? Let's get ready to roll, all right?
Wait, sir. They saying that all flights are down.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, still on the news.
Oh, shit.
Damn, Salaki, ain't no more gas neither. We can't even get no cars.
Okay, hold on. Let me think, Again. Let me think. Damn, okay. Planes down, gas gone. Man, anybody got any ideas? What y'all think?
I got it. Snowboard.
No. And stop playing. Hey, listen, Akin. The only logical thing we do is we gotta start walking now. You hear me? Now, one, how long would it take us to get there?
37 days and 23 hours.
All right, for sure. Lots is out. How much time we got left till Passover?
42 days, 14 hours.
All right, man. We gotta move out now. Let's roll. Okay.
Well, wait. They said it's going to rain for 40 days and 40 nights, sir.
Well, I guess we're gonna walk in the rain then.
If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing.
Shalom, Israel. The ISUPK is hosting the Lord's 55th annual Passover with a all-access pass to the lamb slaughter, all-black party, scripture breakdown class, kids party, the Lord's 55th annual Passover, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com, starting with April 17th events with the lamb slaughter at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in North Carolina. Make sure that you get involved. Make sure that you're in the house at 1921 Strickland Road, Clayton, North Carolina. Followed up on April 18th, Thursday, the all-black party. ISUPK concert series in Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Armory. Last year we tore it down, and this year it's gonna be a whole movie. Then Friday, we have the kids party with a petting zoo. On top of that, it's going to be held at the Sky Zone Trampoline Park with virtual reality included. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com. April 19th in the evening, General Hyman's scripture breakdown class. You already know we got the heavy hitter in the building, and it's going to be at the South Square Event Center. Make sure that you're in the house starting at 7 p.m. in Durham, North Carolina. Then, April 20th, the moment you've been waiting for, the Lord's 55th annual Passover. Make sure that everybody's in the house, and it's being held at the last Black National Fairgrounds in Pittsboro, North Carolina, starting at 6 p.m. Also housing and actual slave quarters, which you will be able to go and take pictures and video footage in front of it. That's 191 Fairgrounds Road, Pittsboro, North Carolina, April 20th, starting at 6 p.m. with doors open at 4 p.m. for a brunch. Make sure you're in the house on time. That April 21st, Sunday, is the Feast of Unleavened Bread at the Haiti Heritage Center, 804 Old Fayetteville Street, Durham, North Carolina. Make sure that you are in the house. If you have not booked your hotel room, there are still a few rooms available at the Millennium Hotel. Check the number. Make sure that you call. Rooms are only available while they last. The Lord's 55th Annual Passover, hosted by the I.S.U.P.K.
That's why I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General Yahanna, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Shalom, Israel. No sweat, no sweat. You know what I mean? The volume. You know what I mean? Shalom. Welcome to another episode of Black Watch. We on America on Fire, right, Yediah? America on Fire under Commander General Yahanna rocking it out. Commander General will be here shortly. General Muhammad has off tonight. We got the mighty General Hazayan on deck in the house. Give him a hand. Yeah. We got the mighty Officer Yediah in the house, covering for Officer Marah, who has off tonight also. Malak, my right? I can't get his name right. Why can't I get it? We got the mighty Mathumya holding it down with Officer Yediah. We got Officer Ibad in the back, of course, holding it down every night. We got the young man, Yahanna in the house. Who else? That's it. And we gonna rock it out tonight, man. Where we at? How about 40 days from the Passover? We close to the Passover. Get it. Start tighten up. Start doing your last minute things. For those of us who procrastinate, like myself, start getting your things together, man. Get everything right. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can. Get it in. Sisters, I saw the advertisement for them corsages. They on deck. You know what I mean? White corsages for you single sisters who want to get picked, right? You pick me sisters that we talked about last week.
Yes, sir.
You honorable, sweet and wonderful and kind and faithful pick me sisters. Get your corsages, man, the white corsages. I think they got the red for the sisters who want to rock them out, support the school and represent that for you. When you're married and got a husband, you wear the red corsages. I know I put the pendants out there lately. We got the marriage blessing pendants going around. People done hopped on them already. And of course, you know, everything else is this routine on Passover going to be on deck. General Hazayan can speak to that. But we're going to be getting it in. We're going to be getting it in. It's coming up soon.
If I could, sir.
Go ahead.
Like, it's real important, Akim and Akwafim, for everybody to get their corsages, because you're going to read about a story that we're going to talk about tonight about them lavender lads. Once again, here we go. We done already told you what's going on with them, man. So the things that we institute inside the I.S.U.P.K. means the spirit of the Lord. That's it, sir.
Damn right. You know what I mean? It's wise to follow the protocol of the ISUPK. Even a lot of you outsiders who listen to us and see us, and they listening high.
Yeah.
I saw a video where some sister in the world was having a conversation, and the girl was like, "What are you? I can't tell what you are. Are you white, black?" He said, my mom's white. No. He said, well, I'm mixed. I'm half this and half this. She said, what's your father? He said, my father's black. She said, oh, well, you black, because you get your identity from your father. And this and this. And she's straight up in the world.
Damn right.
And a couple other things I can't think of right now that I hear people say, unalive. They're using our unalive in the world. You know what I'm saying? Been using red. I've been here. Kevin Hart used to use red.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I remember was about Mayweather. Mayweather tried to break down Easter like we do, like rabbits don't lay eggs. He tried to break it down to one of his bodyguards, but he ain't us, so he sounded goofy, and his bodyguard was just too stupid to understand. He said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, rabbits don't lay eggs." Floyd Mayweather said to his bodyguard, and the dude was like, "Okay, what you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, they don't lay eggs," and the bodyguard said, "Huh?" He said, never mind, man. He ain't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Bodyguard ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? But, your word y'all soldiers putting out there is getting going everywhere, man. Yeah. Going all through the earth, man. Yeah. And people repeating you, trying to be you. A lot of them too full of pride to really step in and humble themselves to be your brother or be your sister. So they just try to imitate you and start their own thing because they want to feel big. You understand? Nobody want to take the low. Everybody want to be a chief. You know what I mean? But you can't be a chief. You got to start low like we all started low.
Yes, sir.
You think Commander GEN.YAHANNA started at the top? Hell no. He used to run and get chicken for the head priest.
Yes, sir. When
he was learning. When there was about 6 of them.
Yes, sir.
There was in the ISUPK in a small, tiny room. He used to be a servant too. Now the Lord raised him up to Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Me and General Muhammad was little knuckleheads from Philly. Running around trying to give up weed, you understand, trying to learn who God is and what's what, and is Farrakhan right or what's going on, trying to find a black movement that's strong enough for us to get into.
Yep.
And the Lord had us find Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man, and raised us up. Now look at General Muhammad, man. Whew, come on now. You know what I mean? We went from them young boys, silly as hell, came up in the school, and we were servants, carrying the bags when the generals would get in town. Taking their bags out the car, making sandwiches for Hebrew Academy. You understand? We were servants. Now we sitting at the top. General Hazayana, we all come in as servants, man. We all got stories like that. The best servant is the best general. And the best general is the best trooper, man. That's just how it works. But a lot of them too full of pride, Haz.
Yeah.
Too full of pride. Don't want to come in, so make every excuse of why, I think tides is corn. Nigga, you ain't gave us no corn yet. You ain't gave us no goddamn corn yet.
Yeah, I was
you know what I'm saying? Corn, the tides is peas and carrots, huh? Well, how come GEN.YAHANNA ain't got your goddamn carrots?
Yeah.
You don't believe in a goddamn thing. You make excuses to not serve Christ. You make excuses to not come into the truth, man. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, if I could, Joe, just one quick thing about that. Listen, man, for all them cats who talk that about the vegetables, right? I remember one time, a lot of y'all don't know. Like General Q, a warrior, man. He down with the Lord to the end. You understand? General Q, when he ain't had nothing else to pay, he paid his tithes with his fruit that he had a little garden. He paid it with that until he was able to get up on his feet like how the Lord blessed him and got him down. But before then, he was paying with fruit. And vegetables. That he had his own garden, was going his own things, took his 10%, gave it to the school, and that was it. And he kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So listen, man, let me tell you something, man. At the very least, I can pay your tithes. You understand? To the school. You know what I mean? Help these priests and prophets all over the earth teaching this truth, man. Once again, we're going to show you today in a story about them lavender lads. I keep on playing and thinking this is Christianity. This is not Christianity, man. We are far from that Christian church. Get that Christian mindset out of your head. You understand? Out of your head. And we're going to show you today what's going on. And listen, that Christian church going to line directly up with them lavender lads. You wait and see. Wait till we bring out the story.
You talking about that trans story?
Oh, I ain't going to say, yeah. Come on, cut.
We can start with it.
Hey, General, listen, whatever you want to do, sir.
Let's start with that one. Let's start with that one. Get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? because like how I was bringing out, you know, we make a million excuses to sin, a million excuses to do wrong. You understand? And that's one thing, since I've known Commander GEN.YAHANNA as a young boy, you know what I'm saying? He was always, listen, and the men under him, when I was young in the truth, the men under him used to always talk how good he was, how he come, any problem they had, he come to save the day. They couldn't wait for him to drive into town. I'm from Philly. So he was in New York headquarters, back and forth in Baltimore and Carolina and everywhere. So they'd be like, the general will be back. The general, any problems in the school? I remember the problems, but I was young, so I wasn't in the loop of the details of the problems, but I knew it was something going on. I was on the guard, head of the security back then. And so I knew things was going on, and just waiting for who I needed to throw the hell out the school. You know what I'm saying? And so the generals would just tell me back then, it'd be cool. General Yohanna gonna get here. He gonna fix everything. He gonna fix his reputation of being a great brother that just fixes everything and brings everything together and make it right was strong when I was a young man. You understand? So for all them brothers, that's why when things did start getting bad in New York, amongst the head priests and that damn Tazadaki and all the mess had started, it shocked me a little bit that all those same men that used to talk so good about Commander GEN.YAHANNA turned their back on him. You know what I'm saying? Out of fear or whatever it was, money. I don't know what kind of deals they made, who knows, but they turned their back and put their sword down. That's what shocked me the most when they all left. But listen, when the smoke cleared, and the I.S.U.P.K was still standing, and we was rolling with the general, it was all better anyway. You know what I'm saying? We knew the path we had to take, the spirit of Christ. We knew that had to live, and we made sure that stood. We made sure that brotherhood was the key. You understand? Because we realized that that's what they destroyed. They destroyed the brotherhood. They destroyed the unity. They destroyed the love for each other and let lust and sin and selfishness and evil men, you know, make decisions, you know, instead of making them decisions out of the brotherhood and out of the scriptures. So, you know, it was a better place after that anyway. You know what I'm saying? The Commander GEN.YAHANNA, he's still rolling strong, still rolling strong. And all of you that don't want to drop your pride and humble yourself and come on in, you missing the whole thing, man. You missing the whole thing. Everything that the kingdom is, you don't want it. You showing it, you don't want it. Can I turn this a little bit high? This kind of
yes, sir. Come on.
Slocky.
You know what you're talking
about? A little bit. Slocky.
How about now?
That's fine. That's fine. That's
fine.
Fine.
Correct, sir.
All right, so let's get that story out. The water.
Man found guilty of killing trans woman in first federal hate crime trial over gender identity.
So a man was found guilty. You can pull up his picture if we can. They got his picture on here. A man was found guilty for what?
So like a man found guilty of killing trans women in
he unalived, took the life of a trans woman. I think that's a man that he wants everybody to believe that's a woman, right? It's a man that he wants the world, he himself wants to be a woman, and he wants the world to pretend he's a woman. That's a trans woman, I believe. Go ahead. And what happened? He unalived this trans woman. Go ahead. In the title.
Man found guilty of killing trans woman in first federal hate crime trial. So like unalived trans woman, first federal hate crime trial over gender identity.
A federal hate crime, man. You know what I'm saying? They put Fed charges on you for doing something to the LGBTQ community. You understand? And listen, this like how I was bringing out earlier. This ain't this ain't the first time this happened. They didn't get the cat on the federal charges before.
No, sir.
No, but you know, there's a what you call lavender cats.
Lavender lads.
It's a group that wear purple. You understand that their members had done the same thing. You understand? Dealt with read a little bit of the story. Listen to the wording of this.
After deliberately for roughly 4 hours, jurors convicted Daqua Lameek Ritter of hate crime for the unaliving of Dime Doe in 2019.
So this brother had relations with another brother. You understand? Go ahead.
Come.
20 when?
2019.
Okay, go ahead.
Ritter was also found guilty of using a firearm in connection with the fatal shooting and obstructing justice.
Is that what IUIC did? Was it a firearm?
How did he unalive that person?
Y'all remember that?
You have the article? Pull it up.
You remember if it was a firearm? Okay, go ahead. You pull it. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Come. While federal officials have previously convicted hate crimes based on gender identity cases, the cases never reached trial. A Mississippi man received a 49-year prison sentence in 2017 as part of a plea deal after he admitted to unaliving a 17-year-old transgender woman.
Okay, so they make the plea deals and they don't get the trial. So that's why this is the first federal hate crime trial. Go ahead.
Come. This is a quote right here. This case stands as a testament to our committed effort to fight violence that is targeted against those who may identify as a member of the opposite sex for their sexual orientation or for any other protected characteristics.
God, America protects them more than they protect blacks and Hispanics from the hate crimes against us. You understand? Every group get protected more than us. Whoa. Every group get protected more. They kind of look like this cat. You got the picture of this cat in this story? Shit, probably related. Officer Yediah pulling up the picture of the cat from the Israelite United in Christ, IUIC, the purple guys. This is one of their members. He unalived a transgender person after having relations with them. Let's read this story, and I'm gonna talk about this guy in IUIC also, because it's real similar. Go ahead.
General, we got another story too. There's another story in here, man, where it says man arrested for holding trans woman hostage at the Motel Tryst. Tryst? Yeah, we got this other story too about that as well.
Go ahead. Is that ain't different stories, right?
Two different stories.
Go ahead.
For what it sounds like with the brother being right there.
Come. The two ran into each other.
That's the spirit of America. The spirit of IUIC is the spirit of America.
Yeah.
Crooked cops.
Yeah.
You understand? Transgender. Yeah. LGBTQ. Naked. Man body part pictures being passed around. You understand? Twerking. Didn't they lead to do some type of woman twerk walk? I forget what that walk is called. He did the twerk walk. Got walk. Big Frida. You understand? Doing his girl man dance. Go ahead, read.
Come. On the day Dole was unalive, a group of friends saw Ritter ride away in a silver car with tinted windows, a vehicle that Ritter's acquaintance Cordell Jenkins said he seen Dole drive previously. When Ritter returned several hours later, Jenkins said he wore a new...
You ain't got the picture of this guy. I know it's in the stories. I saw it at the bottom of the stories. If you're looking for it. Slock it. I'm going to just show this guy, then show this IUIC guy, and I'm going to jump to this story. You know how to
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Read on.
That's not.
Come. When Ritter returned several hours later, Jenkins said he wore a new outfit and appeared on edge.
So after this brother had nasty relations with this other brother, they say he went who saw him?
Come. When Ritter returned several hours later, Jenkins said he wore a new outfit and appeared on edge.
Okay, good.
The friends built a fire in a barrel to smoke out the mosquitoes on that buggy summer day, and Ritter emptied his book bag into it. Jenkins testified. He said he couldn't see the contents, but assumed they were items Ritter no longer wanted, possibly the clothes he wore earlier.
Okay, when he did the unaliving, so he tried to get rid of some evidence. Later on, he can, I guess he come amongst his friends or whoever, and they noticed he had a change of clothes from earlier. When he was with, the other brother, the nasty brother. And then So now he tried. They making a fire for mosquitoes. He tried to, on the sly, dump the clothes that he wore during the unaliving into the fire, to get rid of the evidence, of course, the blood splatters or whatever, you know what I mean? And so that's that. So, and this is the guy right here. Make it bigger, Yedaya. No sweat. And no problem. And we're going to pull up the picture of this guy, and then we're going to show the...
Now, General, this cat killed, he killed her?
Yeah, he killed the brother.
He killed the person?
Or unalived them or whatever.
I'm sorry, Slocky. Are we on TikTok? We not.
They
are we on
might
TikTok?
make a video though. They might make a clip of it. We still got to say.
Yeah, let me say. Okay, we are unalived. Slocky. Are you right? So I'm gonna stay with it. Unalived. No, that happened in Philly though, didn't it? Didn't this one happen in Philly?
Did it say where it happened at the top?
Yeah, this the one we talking about here, right here. The one you got on the screen. Is that the one that happened?
This one didn't happen in Philly, sir.
Okay.
This one was in.
That's Columbia, South Carolina.
That picture you showed, that's this story here?
Oh, it was
right here?
The one that General Hyde brought up about. This one right here. This was the one with General
Right.
Hyde brought up.
Oh, that's the one with General Hyde.
Okay. About the hotel.
That's what I was thinking about.
And we also have the one that happened on the screen right now. The story we're actually
reading right now with the unalived. Okay, so this is the unalived.
Where this happened at?
Familiar. Didn't I say Carolina or something or no?
This happened in South Carolina, right? Wow.
South Carolina. Wow. Now let's go. Let's show the IUIC cat. Pull up that story General Hyde's talking about with the hotel, the kidnapping. Like we out here full of our lust, man. We out here full of our lust. And America teaching us this. America, that we didn't learn how to riot and burn up things from America, and we blame ourselves for it. We learn how to get high and hurt each other from America, and we blame ourselves. All our bad habits and the things we learn, all that gangster mess and this and that, we learned that from our oppressor. We learned it from our oppressor, and they blame us, and we start to blame us, man. And then you get more high.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
You look at that.
Look at that, General. Now go back to that picture, brother. Go back to that picture. No, go back. Now, everybody know who that is, right? That's Nasty Nate, right? The brother next to him is the brother who unalived that LGBTQ person. I mean, while he was part of that group.
I don't think they see it.
Oh, they can't see it yet? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. So I thought he had it up there. I apologize. He's going to bring the picture up here, man. So you can't deny that this cat was not in that group. You can't deny it. You got other pictures out here. He had his purple. Matter of fact, his purple shirt is underneath there. It looked like with his fringes and everything. Come on,
what's
man.
on his shirt?
Yeah, look and see what's going on.
IUIC Judah on his shirt.
Yeah,
standing next to the leader of IUIC with the freaky Jesus on the brother behind him.
General, I was always told if it walk like a duck and crack like a duck, it's a goddamn duck.
Damn right.
And that's what I was always told growing up. You understand what I'm saying? So quack, dag on it.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
And once again, their leader, the guy to the left, Nasty Nate, he did the booty girl walk. He did the booty. He was talking about how the women do that dance, how they walk and shake their behind at the same time, and he stood up and did it right in front of the nation and the congregation, his congregation. He did it. You know what I'm saying? So all that femininity, it makes sense. Go ahead, huh?
So isn't he the one that said if your woman don't want to deal with you, you can just take it from her?
Oh my God!
Didn't he make the clip on that? We said we can just take it. Come on, man.
They think ain't no such thing as rape when it comes to who you call your woman. You can rape her. My God, you understand?
Come on, okay. If I could, right? That's why it's very important. And y'all have to understand when we put our disclaimer up saying that we are not affiliated with no other Israelite group, you got to understand why we put that disclaimer up. We are giving you shows, we are giving you topics about things going on. And the next one we're going to read here that the brother going to pull up, if we can pull up the other one about the hotel, is very important because, listen, we got some rules in our ISUPK. And it would behoove you to follow these rules, man. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're an officer in here, you're assistant
in America
in the school. Follow these rules. You're supposed to. That's what we bring them out for. And if you somebody listening and watching, it's very wise to follow these rules as well because it's going to save you from some heartache and pain. When you meet a person, like take your time when you meet that brother, that sister, man. Don't just rush trying to go get have some sex with them or have casual sex. Because the Lord says sex is marriage. So take your time and get to know them, know who they are. That way you can avoid problems. If these brothers would have took their time, you know what I mean, they came in here the right way and learned how to discipline themselves, then they wouldn't be in the situations they're in right now.
Good.
You understand? And listen, you can claim you're a Hebrew Israelite all you want, but if you're not in here, I don't know what you're doing. I know what the brothers in here doing.
Right.
These are my brothers. I mean, I know what they're doing, and we all follow the same rules, man. You know what I mean? So if you're not up in here, and then I can say about you.
God.
And you're going to read this story as soon as the brothers get this story about the one in the hotel. Because he said he felt offended when he found out the cat was a dude. He was mad. He felt offended.
Yeah.
And then want to go and then want to hold him hostage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Doing murder, commit further and further more sin. And listen, listen, man, let me tell you something. If you a brother, if you a Hebrew Israelite, you are not supposed to be trying to buy no prostitutes, man. You understand me? You're not supposed to. Not at all, man. When you get you a woman, you take your time. Get to know her. Let her get to know you. You know what I mean? Take your time before you deal with her. Don't be so quick because you see, you like some body part on her, man. Right. And listen, if this brother right here would have took his time, he wouldn't got caught up in what he said and what he into. Right. Now, we got a story. Put a story on the thing so everybody can see it.
Yeah. And this was going on in them Christian Israelite groups.
What's up?
They full of lust and they rushing to get these women. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had to battle a few cats, man, who was lusting, and the sisters calling us like, this guy, he keep calling me and in my DMs and sending me messages. I think we used to call him the Chin. He was one of them. He was one of them.
Yeah.
Some cat we called the Chin. Boy, his brothers out here hounding for some meat, hounding. And now you hounding for this meat. Now you get some sister somewhere and y'all start drinking, and then, she want to go down on you, and you let her, and you think, all right, I know I'm going to have to make her my wife. But then when she finished, she said, yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Now voice change, and now you find out you ain't seen that front part because you in a rush to do something nasty, and she done gave you oral sex. Now afterward, you find out that, she ain't got that meat that you wanted. She got the same thing you got, and it's a whole brother. Now you want to lose your mind and pull out your gun and hold them hostage or unalive them or do something crazy. This was going on in these Christian Israelite groups, not in the ISUPK.
Yahweh Shem Barakatah.
No sweat.
Okay, all right. Hold on to it for a second.
Commander GEN.YAHANNA's on deck. So like I was saying, like our young men come in, shalom, sir. Our young men come in and they get trained. They get trained right on the protocols of the I.S.U.P.K. And like General Haas said, you follow our protocols, man. That's what you should do, or you could end up in a mess. Like these guys, you can hit the story. You got the story.
Let's go. Let's get ready for the story, brother. Go ahead and read it.
End up in a whole jam. That's the worst thing. I think. You know what I'm saying? And they not in the truth. So now they find out after this sister done gave them oral sex. Then afterward they find out this is not a sister. They done rushed into it. Now they lose their mind. And we're gonna read one of the many results of being so full of lust and not following the protocols of the I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Man arrested for holding trans women hostage after Motel Tryst.
Tryst is like what they call orgies or brief encounters full of lust. You really don't know each other, but you get in there, do something nasty, and in a rush. You understand? And they call that a tryst.
So in other words, they tricking.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's another word for tricking.
Exactly.
Like you in the hotel tricking with a trick. You out there tricking. That's why it's important, man. When you come into the I.S.U.P.K, you take your time and change your life, man. That should be the first staple you do when you come in. You come in here and you learn how to change. Learn how to become somebody different, man. You know what I mean? You ain't ready for a relationship because in the world, you always made bad choices. come in here and change and make a better, right choice. Keep on reading the story, brother. Come on.
Joshua DeBarge Lucas was arrested and charged with kidnapping after holding a transgender woman at gunpoint at a motel while demanding ransom for her friends and family.
Now he go have nasty relations with her and realizes a man, and then now want to hold him ransom and demand money. Keep on reading.
Khan. The incident occurred on January 14th at the Saturn Motel in Miami's Mimo district. Lucas and the victim, a transgender woman who suffers a speech impediment and other issues, allegedly hooked up while high or under the influence of substance, according to police.
Blame it on blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the weed, blame it on the cocaine. You're always high. So
when Dabawan, Officer Dabawan in California, when they made that clip, he was telling you about how he was, in a different, with some fake cats, and they was making weed cakes getting high. We heard about that before with that same group. They would make weed cakes and get high. Now here's your proof right here about them other so-called groups. And now you know why we say we ain't affiliated with nobody. Oh, they want y'all come together, brother. Man, get out my face with that, man. We ain't coming together. You know why? Because in here, we're going to uphold the laws of the Lord. This cat getting high, meeting up with a woman in a hotel. Who does that, man? You're supposed to be in the truth. Keep on reading, brother.
And let me say this, Haz. And listen, we'll come together with you. We'll be your brother, but you got to earn our brotherhood, man. You got to let go all that nonsense you've been doing. You learned in the world. You learned in whatever fake leader you following. And you got to come on in here and start from the beginning and clean yourself, man. It's work you got to do to be brothers of brothers of Christ.
That's right.
Understand? It's something you got to do. You can't just come in here and be nasty. You ain't bringing it in here. You understand? So you definitely got to come prepared to start over and be born again. That's what the scriptures say. Repent and be born again. Become somebody new. You're going to become a soldier in here. You're going to let go of all that lust. You're going to follow the protocols, and you're going to follow what the scripture said, man. And you're not allowed to just meet somebody you don't know and have a tryst and be out here tricking and getting high. But yet they want to call us and say, well, drugs is from the earth. It come out the ground. Well, what does that mean? Drugs is for medicinal purposes. That's how merciful the Lord is, that he allowed things to help us and fix us when we need it, when we sick, to come from the earth. You understand? But to just take the drugs when you don't need it, just to get high, so you can have some excuse when you find out your girlfriend is a whole brother. You understand? That's just lust, and the Lord going to deal with you. Go ahead, Alex.
Keep on reading the story, brother. Come on.
Khan. As Lucas began to sober up, he realized that the woman was transgender and lashed out on her.
Now, when he came out of his drunken stupor, his high stupor, now he realized what he was doing, man. Once again, not following the protocol. And let me say something. That's bad leadership. Whoever taught that brother that he was a Hebrew Israelite didn't teach this brother the right way. He didn't give him the fundamentals on how to change his life. That's bad leadership. If you got this going on when you're around some people, that's bad leadership. You better run up out of there. Keep on going, brother.
Go.
Speaking of that other cat you talk about,
all of them, General. All of them. Because I didn't heard stories about all of them doing this. Go ahead, I'm a thumb, y'all.
Joshua DeBar Lucas was arrested and charged with kidnapping after holding a transgender woman at gunpoint at a motel while demanding ransom from her friends and family.
Keep on going down. Jump down. Go down some more, because we got more in the story right there. Right, which says according to police. Go ahead, come on.
According to police, the victim text a friend called me just before 5:45 p.m. on Friday. That friend and another called the victim on FaceTime and saw her in tears after she picked up, reports Miami ABC affiliate. The victim's friends asked her what was wrong and if she was okay, at which point Lucas appeared in the frame. He allegedly demanded $200 or said he would hurt the victim, Salagia. According to
what sense does this make, though? He find out he done did something LGBTQ. He shocked. Oh my God, I was high. You tricked me. You framed me. Oh, you stick him up. Now he's going to ask for a ransom from the brothers' peoples. I mean, what? I mean, this is ridiculous.
It sounded like he wanted a ransom for the weed. It sounded like he wasn't even too worried about the transgender. Like he wanted that weed money back. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you something, man. The sexual deviance that goes on out here is insane. First of all, they already came out with, I got to study if I could real quick to show you that they finding out now that so many more people are getting high, they're finding out that it's causing lung cancer. They got a whole big increase of lung cancer in it. So let me get that first. And then let me add to what you were saying, General Maya. Here's what it says. Now, this is the Mayo Clinic. The Mayo Clinics are experts on cancer. Marijuana laws are changing rapidly. I could give it to you if you get it. Across many states, and researchers have found that legalization increases use by 20%. It's widely used substance and most commonly used federally illegal drug in the U.S. in 2019. About 49 million people ages 12 and older in the U.S. used marijuana in previous 12 months. Now, here's what it says. Here's what it says. Smoking marijuana may be associated with an increased risk of developing lung cancer. Additional research is needed to fully understand the long-term health effects of marijuana smoking and how it affects a person's risk for lung cancer. However, researchers know that marijuana smoke contains many of the same harmful chemicals and compounds found in tobacco smoke. The issue is made more complex because many marijuana users also smoke tobacco. Here's the real story. The real story about it is this. These dispensaries and these spot places now that he's legalized marijuana at, they're drug dens, man. They're drug dens, and they putting all kind of chemicals in the marijuana, all kind of drugs inside that drug to help really mess you up. Because the whole purpose of the marijuana from the beginning was to take over from the opium fields, which got you destroyed after they finished destroying the Chinese, who they brought over here as slave labor, so not even really slave labor, but as indentured servants. They brought them over here to build the railroad. When they got finished building the railroad, they doped them up with opium and was shipping the opium back and forth from China and Southeast Asia. That's where your heroin market started from. Countries around the world have always drugged their citizens. You so dumb. Blacks, Latinos, you West Indians treat weed like it's a god. You about simple. You done changed your hairstyle, your speech. You done created an entire religion around smoking weed. And now it's got so many drugs and chemicals in it, it's destroying you. When you gonna be a man? When you gonna decide that it's wiser to do something smarter? The world is getting ready to come on third world's war. When you gonna, we about to fall in this war. When you gonna decide to be a man? When you gonna decide to take on more serious responsibility? The world is looking at us like we a bunch of clowns. Every nation on this earth is about building and helping themselves. What you fighting over? Weed. You fighting to be a better drug addict is what you fighting for. You want to be a better drug addict. And they coming out with all kinds of drugs. You got all kinds of corporations now. It ain't like before where they was just growing the weed, packaging it up, and bringing it to the United States. Now, GlaxoSmithKline, you know what I'm saying? Now, multi-billion-dollar drug companies are sitting up there putting chemicals and splicing weed and coming up with different forms of weed. And now this fool ran up in there full of lust, like you learn in these groups, you understand? And now you turn around and got high, and brother, that's a nightmare right there. That's an absolute nightmare. You go out partying in the club. Listen, we had to stop a few brothers who couldn't control their liquor coming up. I don't know if y'all remember, but I certainly remember. We'd have a young brother in the camp. He in the club. He partying. Come over here, Hop. We had to stop him. You know what I'm saying? And say, yo, come on over here, man. Come on, sit down somewhere. And stop him because he's high, not knowing. He young in the truth. He high, not knowing that he's dancing with a man. And you brothers got to do that too. If you going out to camp, I mean, you going out to the club or something like that, don't be a simple. Don't be dumb. I told you about the story of my cat. My cat is smart as hell. And some people are dumber than my damn cat. My cat, I don't care how long my cat know me. She always on survival mode with me. She always watching. She always watching to see if I'm going to snatch her up and do something to her. She never relax. Brother, when you out among the world, you never relax. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right, don't let me get the story where Gideon had to get all the brothers out, you know what I'm saying, who was on that war path all the time. That's what you supposed to be. When you out in that club, you partying, having you a drink, but you watching all your brothers too. Yeah. You making sure they safe. You making sure ain't nobody up in their face that shouldn't be up in their face. You shouldn't even be out in the club by yourself, no way. You should be with the brothers, and you should be wise in how you do it. And whoever's in charge should be making wise decisions, which always goes on in the UPK. We have very little incidents, let alone an incident like this. But this happens when you don't raise men up right. And let me tell you something, if I can add something to it too. The drugs is bad enough. Fake Israelite, let me tell you something. You fake Israelite groups, a lot of you are sexual deviants. Mm-hmm. You understand? Did y'all bring out that story on Nature Boy?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Saving it for you.
No, Most High in Christ. That's brother, they just gave so-called Nature Boy. They gave him life in prison without parole. And then gave him 10 more years on top of it. And they still got more charges that they want to bring on this cat. And let me tell you why I'm so mad about it. I'm so mad and angry about it because I listen on social media to many of you black people, Latino people, you West Indians especially, you Native Americans. You was online with your big damn mouth talking bullshit about it. Oh, y'all just mad because he got more than one woman. Y'all just mad because he doing his own thing. You know what I mean? He getting back to nature. You so dumb. Anybody that gives you a chew stick and a couple of beads and you think that they a spiritual person.
Come.
The first broad that make a candle for your dumb ass, you think she's Mother Mary, you big dummy. When you gonna wake up, man, and be men? When you gonna take charge of your nation? You let that man do what he did by not coming up against it, man. And you expected silly black women to know and understand what had happened with that. This cat, man, was a... And let me tell you something, if I could. I'm going to run them all down.
Yes, sir.
Let me explain something to you why I stick with the Bible and I don't listen to garbage that somebody comes up with. Because 99.95% of these religions that are out here are all sexual deviants. All of them.
Come.
They're born out of sexual deviance. Child molesters, rapists, sexual deviants that creep into the work of the Most High or try to, and then turn around and create some religion. And if not for the brothers and sisters in the ISUPK, they would corrupt this house as well.
Come.
They would destroy this house. And we was fighting online. I was battling them,
yes,
my
sir.
house.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
When they was trying to uphold this brother. He had them broads down there fighting each other, beating each other up. They had a tape out. I don't know if you got this tape. They got a tape where one broad went and tried to bite off the breast of another one. Tried to bite the breast off of another one. This is what happened up there. And let me tell you something else about sexual deviance. This is what they do. They all do this. The minute they get a chance, they separate you from American society. Yep. They want to get you out from under these laws. The minute somebody telling you we all got to go back to Africa, or we all got to go here, or some desert somewhere, you better put your ears better pop up. You better pop the hell up on that bullshit, because that's what it is.
That's right.
When you read about them brothers, they was in them cities. They did what Christ said. They went and got in them cities and went in the highways and byways and woke brothers up. And it burns me up because it makes our job so much harder. It makes our job so much more difficult. Somebody trying to find the truth, they're going to have to get away from mainstream religion. Like they're going to have to reject Christianity. They're going to have to reject Islam. They're going to have to look and say, where is the Lord at?
Right.
And here is this piece of garbage in the middle of the road, and y'all honored this cat. Y'all honored this cat. What did he do? He ain't do nothing. Those was his women. Give me some. You got some tape on it?
Can I read this last piece in that story the brother was just bringing out?
Please.
Come. This is just to finish up on the brother that held the trans man woman hostage. It says when asked, because he told the police he was disrespected by the LGBT, whatever the LGBTQ brother, and they said when asked how he was disrespected, he stated he's a Hebrew Israelite, a sect united by. He said he's a Hebrew Israelite, and that his religion frowns upon homosexual interactions. Now that's what he said. But what about the getting high? The sleeping with just anybody you don't even know, the tricking, the tryst. Tristan is against the Bible too.
It's tricking.
You understand? It's tricking and getting high. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what you believe in. Your religion don't teach you that. Yet he only offended that he got caught. Yep. He got caught tricking. You understand? That's what he offended about, slacking and he high. So even when you're a Hebrew Israelite, if it ain't the ISUPK, you still a Christian doing Christian things, doing American in the world things. So
you're right. You ain't no Hebrew Israelite. Let's just call it like it's called. If you ain't in the ISU, if you ain't in the body of Christ, the ISUPK, right. You not no Israelite.
That's right.
You a cat that learned from the ISUPK and broke off into some fake ass religion. And if you started running out the country, oh boy, watch out. Because of the evil things that you about to bring forth, man. Not just that cat. That cat was one of them. Mm-hmm. But there's more. Yeah. All of them lead back to some sexual deviance, man. This cat hat was full of sexual deviance. This cat in the purple, Nate, said you could rape your wife. Yeah. Same thing he just got. This nigga just got life in prison for the same thing that Nate just came out with. The purple, the purple boys.
Lavender lads.
And your daddy brought out the cat in the purple boys who unalived the other transgender.
Right, that's him right there. Fist up like Billy Bad behind. When meanwhile, this is where the root of all this come from. Yep. The root of all of it is some cat, he come in the truth, he learned the truth, but then he can't stop his sexual lust.
Right.
He can't control himself. He can't fight the forces. So he go into the forces and he creates some garbage to help destroy the work of the Most High. And he's an enemy to the truth. And people was watching this cat for years, run down into Mexico, run down into different countries, having orgies with them sisters. Mm-hmm. And some of you sisters, you is about dumb. You like dumb could be teaching you that dumb. You dumber than dumb. Mm-hmm. You understand? And let me tell you something. You dumber than dumb because you got some of that sexual lust too. Yep. You understand? And let me add, if I could add a little bit more on this too. Let me tell you something else too, man. Y'all see these old ratchet ass broads you seeing on TV? A man got to make a certain amount of cash, and a man got, they walk out the restaurant because the man take them to Olive Garden. You hearing all the stories. Let me tell you who these nasty ass broads are. These are women who went with drug dealers. These are women who had no morals. See, a drug dealer is getting his money by being a wicked, evil bastard. So he got money to burn. So now he take your nasty behind to a five-star restaurant, which in your stupid, dumb head, you think that means you're of some value. That's how dumb you are.
Right.
Somebody take you to a five-star restaurant. In your mind, you're a five-star woman. That's how dumb you are. In your stupid mind.
That's right.
And now he go and have sex with your dumb ass. and then throw you away like you throw an empty McDonald's hamburger wrapper. Throw you in the trash. And you get up the next day and you expect a brother that worked a regular 9 to 5 to take you to the 5-star hotel like some drug dealer took you. When the drug dealer ain't have no damn morals in the first place, that's why he was able to take you to the 5-star hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Like black people, Latinos, you Native Indians, all of you West Indians, you don't want to wait on the power of the Most High to be great. You want your cake now. So you'll sell drugs and kill your brothers and sisters.
Right.
You'll make music to kill your brothers and sisters.
Right.
You'll do the job of the slave master to brainwash your own people so you can get a few dollars in your pocket.
That's right.
Missing the big picture. Missing the big picture. When the big picture is having all the wealth and power that you want without no man telling you that you got to put it down. I don't care who the rapper is. I don't care how big he is.
Right.
He's an employee of the slave master.
That's right.
I don't care if he say, I'm an independent label. Nigga, I can write independent label on a piece of paper tonight. It don't mean nothing unless I go to your slave master and he give me a check. Then it means something. Your record label don't mean a damn thing until your slave master tell you that it means something. And that's how dumb you are. And that's how dumb some of you sisters are.
And they don't even realize, General, they always chase the bag, chasing the bag.
Mm-hmm.
That bag come from the slave master.
Yes.
All them bags.
That's
yes. Right. Nobody knew all these years you was taking brothers to child support court. And now come to find out all these states is cashing in on you dumb, stupid black women who turned around and listened to the state and destroyed your families,
That's
man.
right, sir.
Filled up them prisons. You were so dumb. You didn't even have enough womanly sense to say, I need to be a woman and feminine about how I deal with a man. I see it all over social media, and I be feeling bad for you brothers. I be praying that you escape these monsters, man, when it comes to these women. And the same with you sisters. If you running around with a drug dealer, whatever the hell happens to you is your damn fault.
That's right.
Drug dealers get shot and killed every day in America by the hundreds. You sitting up there letting a man that would destroy other people pay for your lifestyle, thinking that you special. Whatever happens to you, the Lord brought it on your behind. Because the brothers in here that was in that lifestyle woke up and walked out of it.
That's right.
What about your man? Your man, and you think your man, he bad because he don't go for that. He don't go for that, Yohanna. He gonna get his money. He gonna get every curse that come from the Most High as well.
That's
and
right.
Probably you too. And a lot of you so evil. You had 1 or 2 kids from these drug dealers, and now you know your value done went down some. You know now every drug dealer don't want you no more because you got to be home with them kids. Or you got responsibilities. Now you know them bills is going. So what do you need now? You ain't out there trying to get a drug dealer now. Now you need a brother that wants to pay bills and be domestic. You want a nice guy now. You want a nice dude now. You want a nice guy. Because you don't want that roughneck no more that's full of sin. Well, you can come into UPK and get a roughneck that's not full of sin. God. You could come in the truth and find real warriors who ain't about sin.
That's right.
Who war just as hard as any drug dealer and get their money and their paper the same way. Not the same way as a drug dealer. You get my point. The same way as a working man. God. I'm sick of this whole thing with us. Sick of these religions that you done came up with that turn you into deviants. Give me some of them clips. Mashak said he had some clips. Of what? Do you have those clips? No, I mean of the Nature Boy ones. Do you have any of those? Give me Nate too. I'll take Nate. Thank you, brother. I'll take Nate. Now you tell me where this is at in the scriptures. He took on the same thing that Tahar. Tahar said that same thing too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First he said you could rape a 9-year-old girl.
Yep.
Did he not?
Yep.
He did. God.
Then got up and tried to call me a rapist.
Yep.
Low life piece of garbage. Where he at now?
No.
Who the hell knows where he at now?
all these to break off to left the school too, like how you said.
Exactly. It always happen because let me tell you something. The truth has been the only thing strong enough to pull you out the world.
Right.
So you come out the world and hear about the truth, but then you go join your own lust. And these fake religions, they love to get you separated so they can get some sexual deviance on. Jim Jones. Go back and read about Jim Jones, the People's Temple down in Guyana. Took them 900 people down there, was doing so much. They was selling drugs. They was assassinating people. They was having sex. They were child molesting. They did all that. Remember now, this was a Christian church.
Right.
They did all that down in Guyana. And then when the authorities came down to investigate, what did he do? He made them all drink Kool-Aid at gunpoint. David Koresh, another one. You got Nate's tape? Give me Nate's tape. David Koresh, he was another one. Remember him? The Branch Davidians? The Branch Davidians was amazing. The Branch Davidians, let me tell you about the Branch Davidians. The Branch Davidians in Waco, I think it was? No, it wasn't Waco, was it?
Waco, Texas.
I think it was.
Waco was that.
Waco was that other family.
Yeah,
Let me tell you what this cat did. He said, listen, he told all his members that sex is a sin, right? However, because he is the Messiah, David to have returned, here's what we're going to do. All the men will live downstairs, and all their wives will live upstairs. And I'll have sex with them because since I'm the Savior, it won't be a sin. And he went up in there and screwed all them dumbasses like wives. He ran through all their wives. And I heard some of their daughters. Like, that's all these religions are. Christ gave us the truth, the ISUPK. That's the only truth. The Bible is the only book. If it wasn't the only book, the three most powerful religions on earth that's getting ready to cause World War III would not have come out of that Bible. And the Bible would not have prophesied that it would have come out of that Bible. So the Bible is the book. The problem is them three religions spawn tons of lies. The truth is blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, West Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel, man.
That's right.
That's the real truth.
That's right,
A bunch of sexual deviants creating religions for that. I'm ready when you are. Okay, give me there you go. Let's get that.
Leave that. You know what?
Yeah, they was. Okay, no. Go on, play it.
Why? Because she's not been transformed in her mind. Because she's not been transformed in her mind. Her mind is America's mind. This is what Paul is showing us. Her mind is TV. You rape me. You're not supposed to do what I don't want you to do. What say, Lava?
The Bible just tell you don't have power over that.
She don't believe that.
Like
that's
this
what
is,
he's all.
These two clowns right here should never be teaching anybody. Listen, he read the scripture where it said the wife have not power over her body. So in his mind, you can rape the bitch.
Yeah.
Like, give me a damn. This cat should not be teaching anybody. That's why you got to get teachers from in here. You understand? In the ISUPK.
That's right, sir.
This is where you get a teacher gets corrected at. This is where you learn how to come in the straight gate at. That is ridiculous. Play it one more time for me, you die. Back up a little bit for me and give me another taste of what he just said.
She don't believe that. You know why?
The wife have not power of her own body, but the husband.
You see that? But she don't believe that. You know why? Because she's not been transformed in her mind. Her mind is America's mind.
Let me tell you something.
This is what Paul.
Let me let it play. Let me let it play.
What's showing us? Her mind is TV. You rape me. You're not supposed to do what I don't want you to do. What do you say, Lava?
The Bible just tell you don't have power over that.
She don't believe that.
The part where he
That's
said,
what these old American Negropeans. She don't believe that thing.
There where he said,
so,
you
bruh,
take it.
Here she go. I got a headache. I got a headache.
Pause it. Go ahead.
And listen, and in this scripture, just for everybody who don't know, it also says the husband have not power over his body.
She can rape him then?
But the woman, yeah. So now what? I guess she can bend you over, huh? And pull out that it's nonsense.
God, like how dumb, like this, these cats should not be teaching anybody anything. You understand? And listen, and take a look at the Levite when he says it. When he says it, look at the Levite. The Levite go down like Renfield. He start laughing like Renfield. Like this is Count Dracula right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play on, because I want to see the part where he said you can take it. Just so that nobody can come back and say we put words in his mouth. These is his words. And once again, it's with all. That's why they love going to Africa, running over to Africa.
Yep.
You understand? Because they love this kind of deviance, especially sodomites. And he definitely got a problem. Them cats dancing up in the middle of them rooms and twisting and gyrating, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your beginning. That's your nature boy. That's your Dr. York. That's them in the making. They are, you know, they learning all of the skills on how to be a goddamn deviant. Go ahead, Op. No, if you could, get me closer to where you want to go back to the beginning. Come on, you die. Come on, because I'm going to get a couple more. I want a couple of them nature boy ones too. Go ahead.
They tell a woman, be transformed. No, they say, be conformed to this world. The women come in Israel, they want to be conformed to this world and say, I'm not in the mood. He go and get some anyway. She go, you rape me. Just babe, that's not rape. Can you read the verse again?
Wait a minute, go back. Listen, some things you got to look at closely. Look at his wrists. But you caught it too. Look at his wrist when he breaks it down. This is the problem. This is the nature boys of this world. You make me sick because all of you are holding back the word of the Lord.
That's right.
All of you are holding the truth back. And you wonder why we don't join you. Read, Doc. I mean,
they say,
I'm sorry. Go back.
Be conformed. In America, they tell
ahead.
a woman, be transformed. No, they say, be conformed to this world.
Look at the wrist.
The women come in Israel, they want to be conformed to this world and say, I'm not in the mood. He go and get some anyway. She go, you rape me. Just babe, that's not rape. Can you read the verse again?
Yes, sir. Verse 4. The wife have not power of her own body, but the husband.
You see that? But she don't believe that.
Is that the one you was bringing out in the beginning? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know why? Because she's not been transformed in her mind. Her mind is America's mind.
In the beginning of
this is what Paul is showing us.
About, is it? Is it?
Well, he said that's not rape in the beginning.
In the beginning of the tape. Yeah, can you go? Yeah, go back to that one.
In America,
why is
they tell a woman
to there?
Be transformed.
You know, it jumps up to there.
No, they say be conformed to this world. The women come in Israel, they want to be conformed to this world and say, I'm not in the mood. He go and get some anyway.
Right.
She go, you rape me. Just babe, that's not rape. Can you read the verse again?
Yes, sir. Verse 4.
That's
the wife have not power.
Sexual deviance in the works. Like it's brewing, like I can't even explain. When it come out, it's gonna be hell on earth because them cats gyrating in there. Now he's teaching them to not that they can rape their wives, and it's such a gay thing. Like it's such a real man knows how to seduce a woman, and a real man don't got to take it from a woman.
Nope.
I don't know no rapist that don't have a major psychological problem. Yeah. I don't know one. I ain't never met a rapist that didn't have some psychopathic problem.
Right.
So why would you believe that a man could rape a woman and that it was okay even if he's married to her? And read the scripture completely wrong about doing it. Go ahead, Ox. Go ahead.
The whole point of it is consensual. Hell, you want that meat, but you want to tear her up and her enjoy it.
That's right.
Now, she don't want it. You force it on her, it got to be a psychological issue.
Yes.
If your joy is I'm gonna take it anyway, she ain't enjoying it.
Yes.
I would throw up if she don't enjoy it.
Like if you if straight up, just to bring you to the border, General. If you enjoy hurting a woman to have sex with her, hurting her meaning against her will, violating her.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, sometimes women do get hurt having sex, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about violating her. If your enjoyment of having sex is to violate her, you are gay.
Yeah.
You don't want sex with a woman.
Yeah.
You understand? You want power over because you got some psychological problem that makes you unable to work together with her or communicate with her or deal with her. You sick. You need to be in therapy. You want to harm her is how you enjoy her.
Yep.
That means you got a hatred for her,
Yep.
which means either you gay or something else happened to you that you messed up with, and now you got this mindset.
Yep.
Brother, that's what creates fake religions. That's what's created Nature Boy. That's what created these fake groups. Dr. York, too.
Yeah.
Wait till we get to him. Dr. York had them young kids up there in his harem amongst the pyramids in Georgia, having sex with them and all that, because that's really the whole point. That's why he left Brooklyn. That's why he left Brooklyn. And the proof that it was so evil, Polite, who was his student, went and did the same thing. Went and carried the torch the same way, right back down and did it again, and is in prison right now on a bid for some type of sexual deviance. That's what all of them are. Go ahead,
Commander GEN.YAHANNA, you tell them years before the world find out. Every time, and it always come out and always come out. So now what y'all think gonna happen to Nasty Nate in IUIC? You see it always come out and always come to pass. The Lord always make it happen. So you can put money, you can bet all your money in the bank that it's gonna come out about IUIC.
Yeah.
You're right.
Now, Jen, I thought Nate was supposed to have been Popo. All them gas and NYPD, he Popo. So I thought no mean no. So if a female came to him and said, well, I told him no, he kept on going, he gonna say, well, that's not according to the scripture.
Right.
I can't do nothing about it.
Right.
Are you kidding me? They gonna throw you under the jail. If she say no, that means no. You gotta chill, you gotta stop. Come on, man. This is ridiculous what's going on.
It ain't no coincidence that Donald Trump believed the same thing. Donald Trump, Americans believe the same thing. So where you think you learned this from?
Yeah. Donald Trump's I'm a grab and snatch.
And just got convicted, just had to pay some big money for violating some woman in a goddamn dressing room.
Yes. Who is this?
Donald Trump.
Damn. Not him, but ton of you celebrities too. Ton of them celebrities getting caught. Tell me what you got. Give me another tape. Give me another clip. Okay, go ahead. Get it in. Go ahead.
So, bruh, here she go. I got a headache. I got a headache. Soon as she come through the door, babe, here's an aspirin. I don't need no aspirin. I ain't got no headache. Good. Get undressed and get to bed. That's how you handle that. The hell is this? Bitch, oh my bad. My bad.
He's trying to pretend tough. But this is so gay.
Yeah, it ain't coming off the real.
That's like something you see in a movie.
You know, who
take off those clothes and get your butt in the bed.
That's what I was gonna say. You know, who says that, sir?
Who the hell does that?
You know, who says that shit?
Don't nobody do that.
Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me, man.
He don't know what to say to a woman. Again, like the general just said, he just quoting TV. He ain't never really been in that situation.
And when the stories start coming out and they start, because once again they learning from him, just like Dr. York was teaching Polite, and they learning from him. And as they learn from them, they're gonna learn your evil ways, which is also gonna get spread all over the place. And then before you know it, it's gonna spill out into the streets. And again, it make me so sick because of what we had to do to build these camps and these schools. We had to defend raping children. You know how many years people were saying, but y'all say y'all rape children. We were like, what? Hell no, we didn't say you could sleep with a 9-year-old girl.
That's right.
But you deviants, you went out there and put that garbage out all over the place and put that on people and had people believing that we was a bunch of that we was believing in raping children. And held back tons of brothers and sisters from waking up and coming in the truth. You got more, you diet? Give me the next one real quick. You got a video clip? Yeah. Let's hear. Let's hear. Let's hear. That's what we here for. I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean?
Do we got a Nature Boy story? We have a story, sir.
And what saddens me about you, 12 Lost Tribes, is the more psycho somebody is, the more you believe there's something deeper in there. No, it ain't nothing deeper in it. They just sexual deviants. It ain't nothing deeper in there. They love, these groups love to get you away. What's his name? Rakashiyah.
Took everybody to Egypt.
Took all them brothers and sisters to Egypt. They was out there passing them women around and having orgies out there. And the women was under pressure. The women was saying how they was under pressure because they stuck out here at the behests of these guys. So they can't just say, nah, I don't want to be passed around. I don't want to just have sex, because then it's like, well, how you going to eat? Where you going to live? They in the middle of the damn desert. And so a lot of them sisters under that pressure went for what they wanted to go with. And that's exactly how it happened. You understand? Beware of these fake groups. I've been telling you for years.
That's right.
Stay the hell away from them.
Right.
Come into ISUPK and learn the right way, man. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? And this cat, man, oh, they was praising this cat. They was acting like this cat was the second coming. You dumb, stupid women was flying down there to join his compound. We telling you not to do it. You flying down there to join his compound. And look, let's hear the tape. Let's hear from your God.
I take bath with my kids. I'm naked with my kids. I have sex in front of my kids. My son be breastfeeding, I'll be making love to his mom. That's me, bro. My son comes up and grabs my penis. I let him grab my penis. I had sex with his mom. I'm making love to his mother. After I'm done, I'm laying there chilling. He grabbed my penis. And he's playing with my penis.
10 years later.
I'm going to follow the recommendation of the state in this case. On the rape, he'll be sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, followed by 10 years consecutive for the false imprisonment. And on the internet porn, count 3, 12 months to serve, concurrent to the false imprisonment. The internet porn, I'll run.
Don't keep turning it up. You can leave it there. It'll just squeak out on each
5 years. So it's 12 months on count 3, 5 years on count 4, and
oh, I see. Keep coming in. Hey, y'all, let us know if you can hear us in the chat.
But the false imprisonment is consecutive, so it's life without parole plus 10 years. And hopefully you will never be able to take advantage of anybody else again.
Okay, excellent. The water, y'all. Like he sat there. That's all it was about. This wasn't about being back to nature. This wasn't about eating herbs and having natural fruit. This wasn't about living a natural lifestyle. This wasn't about getting away from governments and all of that. This was about sexual deviance from a sociopath that you put over you. And dumb, silly sisters being caught up into that night. And boys too. I heard there was men down there as well. And I heard he would put all the men in one room like they all do and bring all the women over there with him and pass them around. That's all it is. You ain't man enough to go out, talk to a sister, wake her up to the truth, marry her, be honest with her, and tell her you got more than one wife, and raise her and your other wives. So what do? You got to create some drug-induced religion and stupidity and drag silly, dumb sisters into it. And then you do all kind of horrible things to them. damage them for life, like you are. Go ahead, June.
Nigga, just nasty. I'm still. Somebody said in the chat, "What the f did I just hear?" That is horrible, man. He come out of his woman and let the kid come play with his private part, man. He said, he just play. And they said, play with it.
Right.
And I just let him. And it reminded me of Polite's story. I read the details of his trial. He said when he took that woman's daughter and told that woman said, I trusted him. He said he's just going to take and talk to her about something, you know, deep, because they thought he was so deep and heavy.
Right. all that, wait a minute, all that metaphysical, nonsense. All them $20 words,
right,
which was nothing but bullshit.
Yes, sir.
And you fell for that bullshit. Go ahead,
Then he brought her daughter back to her. She said her baby looked like she'd been in a war with this cat.
And thank the Lord, her mama was on game.
Her
mama was on point enough. Still believed him, but was on enough. I mean, cut you off.
No, you good.
Still enough to turn around and say, "Oh, what's going on here?" And question the situation.
At least she had that much love for her daughter to go ahead and do something.
Right.
Right.
You
No, you right. What I was going to bring out was, Kazak said it was low. For those of you that didn't hear, that was the judge. The judge's part was the judge sentencing him to life in prison, okay, for the rape. And what was the other charge? The rape and the false imprisonment.
Child pornography.
He said porn.
Right, because for those of you that don't know, you cannot have sex with a woman, film that sex, and then when you angry with her later, turn around and put that video on the internet. It's called what's it called? Some type of porn, revenge porn. That's what it's called. You do that, you could face 10 years in prison. That's why he got the 10 years on top of it, because he took the revenge on her. You understand? With the porn. I might have the facts a little distorted, but that was the same. Give me another. You got more clips on him? You have the article.
General, he said his woman was breastfeeding the baby, and he going up in his room while she breastfeeding the baby.
Right. Right. And say when he finished, he lay back on the bed and let the boy
play with his rod.
And if I'm not mistaken, the brothers in Texas had to deliver one of them boys from it. One of them boys he had down there, the brothers in Texas went down there on behalf of the mother and went and got that boy up out of there.
Damn right.
Yeah. You understand? They said they was knee deep in the airport. He didn't even know. He was so caught up in his own stupidity, he didn't know that there was brothers all over the place just waiting to see how he was going to react. And he gave up the kid, my understanding is. You know what I mean? But a lot of you sisters got abused in that situation because that's what fake Israelites do.
Yep.
That's what they do.
Yep.
Dr. York did it. Yahweh Ben Yahweh did it. He went to the point of cutting off heads. He did the damn thing. Polite, Nature Boy, tons of them do that. And these purple cats, they ride in the river too. He got them gay men up in there gyrating all over, attacking transsexuals. Who knows who this new cat was that just got caught? Did y'all read that story?
Yeah, it was two of them. One in South Carolina, one in one in South Carolina, one in Miami.
Come, like that was insane. Give me some more. You got more you holding?
Shout out to Officer Dawada. I think he led that mission.
He led that mission. Big shout out to him.
Real ISUPK heroes, man. Real heroes.
I think he was in South Carolina at the time too. Just to give the credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? You got any more clips you holding from that situation? Which article you got? Give me what you got in the article. Any highlights you want to bring out in that article? The point of this whole thing is to recognize something. If you're not in the ISUPK, don't listen to anybody. You understand? Don't listen to any of these fake Israelite groups out here or any of these religions. Wait a minute. Let's don't leave the church out.
Right.
Get me Eddie Long. You got something on Eddie Long up in that list? Because Eddie Long was doing the same thing.
Yes, sir.
They paid him $1 million a year. He was flying boys all the way to Australia. Promoting sexual deviancy. He got a heavy judgment. The Lord killed him. That Tazadakia was doing some stuff too.
Yeah.
From IGGJC, Elemental P.
Yeah, General. Yeah, I remember that time at camp when that lady came and said, you know, she thought we was dumb. I said, no, we not dumb, sis. She said, I ain't seen my granddaughter in I don't know how long. I was told my granddaughter was promising him, where the hell is my granddaughter at? Something. And I'm trying to explain to her that we not the same ones. And I told her to set what you do. You got to go file a missing person report with the cops. Go do that first. You know what I mean? To find out what the hell going on. But she was trying to say it was us, but it wasn't us, man. You know what I mean? They all do that shit like how you said, you know? And all go back to that.
Right. You got any on Eddie Long? Give me what you got on Eddie Long, especially if you got that one where they lifted him up in the chair. That's the one you need there. That one they put him up in the chair. And you black women, you dumb as you could be, a lot of you. You so dumb, Salaki. I got to tell you the truth because I care about you.
Yeah.
I was the one standing on the street screaming at you about how you was treating your children. That was me. That was me out there with that tam on my head and them soldiers screaming at you like a maniac about how you treating your husband and your family. Now it's all over the TV. Now you got Kevin Samuels and you got all them tapes. Well, it was me back then. I was the one yelling and screaming with Mayak and Haas and General Muhammad and all that, trying to get you to stop the evil you was doing.
That's right.
Before you destroyed yourself. Now Muhammad in here every week trying to pick up the pieces of your miserable life. Every week, these brothers, all of y'all, not just Muhammad, y'all too. Every week they in here in council fixing brothers and sisters' lives because a brother can't hardly deal with you because of how messed up you become in this place. Don't be so dumb no more. Teach your sisters not to be so dumb.
That's right, sir.
Pay attention to your surroundings and what's going on with you. Don't be so damn gullible, man. How the hell we gonna fix us? God. And listen, and a lot of these shows make me sick too. A lot of y'all got these podcasts, y'all having full discussions about men-women relations when the Bible is filled with every answer on a man-woman relationship you could ever want.
That's right.
Every answer is in them scriptures. Give me Eddie Long, please. Yeah, man.
I know, and there's a video where one of his victims, one of them young boys in his church, told how, you know, Eddie would handle him and deal with him, and he'd get home and cry and try to get in the tub and just wash the smell of him. He said, I couldn't get his smell off of me.
Damn!
It was sad. I was sad for the brother.
Damn!
He was obviously, he went LGBTQ from that, but he was telling how it started, how Eddie used to do these things, and he just could not get the man's smell off of him.
Damn!
You know
like, that's hell. That's hell. It's hard to come back from it. And let me tell you something else too, and that's why America's so evil as well. America is so evil because America is pushing that lifestyle so you never get healed.
Right.
They're going to make it a whole way of life so you never get healed from that poison that has happened to you in this evil, wretched world that God is about to destroy before your eyes, man. Look at him up there in the chair. Now, remember now, this is after he got caught molesting them boys.
Right.
Make it big. This is after he got caught. Look at them preachers, the white ones and all that. They all came in, put him in the chair, put him in a so-called Jew scroll, put the so-called Jew mantle over him with the border of blue. This is the so-called Jew that did this. This is after he got caught. Raised him up and twirled him around. And you know why? Because them small hats are the ones that finance his deviant church. That New Birth Baptist Church, and to show you Negroes that's in there was wicked as hell. Because you went and got another sodomite to run the church.
Right.
And after Eddie Long died, what's the name of that cat that's in there now? Bryant.
Brian Gumble. No. Jamal Bryant.
Jamal Bryant. You got another flaming. You went and got a more flaming sodomite. than the one that was in it. At least Eddie Long, besides the purple dress, but besides that purple swallow dress, he used to wear that purple swallow. See if you can hold that. Get a picture of the purple swallow. You put that purple on, you swallow it. That purple brings you to the swallow. Hell. Like he had that thing on. And listen, and you got to be gay to put that on. You must be that way to put that on. No, that ain't it. That ain't it.
That's not it.
That ain't it. He had the full Bishop's purple robe, the same one TDJ's wear. He had the same one on, hiding behind a beard, pretending like he's a man. When you really a child molester, I mean, with the wealth and power to get outside of jurisdictions. Once again, that's what they all want to do. They want to get you outside of the U.S. jurisdiction so they don't have to be prosecuted for it. Now I remember, Tazadakia had 2 young girls that he would fly to the Dominican Republic. He used to call them the holy women. Y'all remember that? He used to call them the holy women. It was 2 of them. His wife came out and exposed how the holy women was in the basement getting the holy eyes.
That's the same thing he did too, because he was flying them young boys to the island.
Yes, he was flying them all the way to Australia, taking them on. They paid him $1 million a year for their youth choir. No picture of him in the swallow. That's all right. We'll come back to it. The church is the king of this deviancy, filled with this kind of deviancy. And which is why black people, Latinos, West Indian, Native Indians, you got to not go by what you see in your face.
Right.
For years, you looked at us like we was evil, the evilest thing in the world. Meanwhile, these cats with these suits on was able to creep in the back door and molest your children, destroy your houses, man. Perform all the sexual deviances, man. And what's messed up, some of the women get the hell up out of them zones. And once they get the hell up out of those zones, then here come the nature boy types. And them purple cats and Rakashiar and ICGJC and every other child molestation or deviant ring, the polites and the rest of them. Guard yourself, man. Guard yourself from this evil, man. I.S.U.P.K, this the home of the truth.
That's right.
This is where we, like we've brought out many times, we police ourselves in here. We police officers right in here. There you go. No, that's not him, is he? I don't know who that wizard is. He looked like the Wizard of Oz. That's him?
Toward the end.
That's him. That's him.
Ain't no way that's him. Yes?
Is there a caption under it or something?
If that's him, that had to be towards the end of his life. But I don't think that's him. I'm going to be shocked if you tell me that's him. You understand? That's the mess we got to clean up now. Every one of them sisters, every one of them brothers that was in that group with Nature Boy now got to rebuild their lives all over again. Meanwhile, all he did was satisfy himself. Once again, you could say what the hell you want to say. I'm going to stick with Christ in them scriptures.
That's right.
When you come into this truth, you cannot be a person that's in love with yourself, because being in love with yourself always leads you to destruction. The Lord said, follow not your own mind, nor lean on your own understanding. You come into the truth, it's about the service of the people in the truth. It ain't about you servicing yourself. Christ said you will not be as the benefactors. These cats are full of psychological problems and low self-esteem. So they turn around and got to create a religion where they are worshiped and loved like a god. And then they start the sexual deviancy. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord for the brothers in the ISUPK, man. And the sisters.
That's right, sir.
And the sisters. Because some badass sisters helped raise this truth up as well. Over many, many years, and many, many more coming in to add to the warfare. You know what I mean? Because some people, maybe not you, but some people want to see a righteous place for God's chosen people. And somebody is going to have to toe the line and not give up everything so that the whole place falls. Somebody's going to have to care enough about this place. Somebody's going to have to care enough about God's work. Somebody's going to have enough faith to stand in God's work. Well, guess what? I.S.U.P.K, we doing it and going to do it.
That's right,
We'll continue to do it. You understand? Insane. What you got for me, Yadai? I don't want to run out all the time. We got other stories. Well, unless you got something else you need to hit us with, generals.
What's so heavy about what you're saying, sir? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you're aware about what's going on with T.D. Jakes and how he got, you know what I mean, revealed with the scandals that's going on with P. Diddy. Like T.D. actually came out and said that it's reminiscent on how they came after Eddie Long or how they coming after him.
He's the one that opened his big mouth and said, ain't nothing wrong with a little fooling around. He said that. Yeah. Right or wrong?
Yes,
Once again, another sexual deviant. That's all they really interested in. They ain't interested in bringing you to God. They ain't interested in you understanding. That's why they don't break the scriptures down.
That's right.
That's why they don't break no scriptures down. They not interested in that. They ain't interested in their deviance. Not in here. Not in here. General Muhammad lives on them scriptures. General Mayat, General Haas, all the generals, captains, officers, young officers in here. Super bad with them scriptures, man. Because that's what they care about. They care about that first.
And if I can, what y'all got to realize that we in a battle in this lifetime in two different worlds. We in two different worlds. One is Satan's world, and one is the world of Yahushua. And I know through experience and miracles and visions, and I know the Lord told me Commander General Yahanna is the one Christ chose to be over his kingdom in Satan's world. Yeah, it's two different worlds. John 3:16, y'all done heard it all your life. God so loved the world, right? It seems like it's everybody, right? But then in 1 John 2:15, he said, love not the world. Showing you these are two different worlds. Because how could the Lord say God loved the world, and then in another scripture he say love not the world? Because this world that we're not supposed to love is this satanic world we living in right now. Satan told you in the Bible, he told Christ, all this was given to me and the glory thereof.
Damn.
He came to Christ and told him all this was given to me. This is my time. Christ said, this is not my kingdom yet. If it was my kingdom, then my servants would fight. So we in a battle of two worlds right now, and you better choose the right side. That's all I can say to you. Choose the right world. Love not the world, nor the things in this world, because it's corrupt. I'm paraphrasing. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. That's what 1 John 2:15 said. So like it, sir.
Damn right.
But all glory on our King Yahushua. I'm just holding the seat right now. But it's his kingdom we building, and it's healthy that we build his kingdom. The water for the kind words, you know. You know me, I run from them words anyway. You know what I mean? Because
that's all the more the reason you deserve it.
Oh man, he's super kind, Most High in Christ. Like our King gonna get raised up in this earth. Christ said it anyway. If you raise me up, I'll bring all men to you. The problem is y'all raising yourselves up out there, and you leading all deviancy to yourself.
That's right.
Okay, and they probably was on drugs too. There you go. There he go. Do we have the tape?
That's the
Please,
swallow, man.
yeah,
right,
let's get the tape where he said, you know, and this will be the last one we'll get up off it, y'all. Like somebody got to have toe the line. Somebody got to convert and decide we're going to now walk right.
Right.
That's right.
Somebody got to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Scripture say when you come in here, you got to change your life, become a brand new man, a brand new woman. That's very important when you come in here in the school, man. You got to take your time. That's why we got the rule we got set in the school. That's why the Lord put his spirit on Commander Yohanna to keep the things that he was taught, to teach it to us, because it was right. When you come in here, you got to learn how to change your life. You step in these doors, your first focus is to become a different brother and sister, period. Get rid of the old man like how the Bible says. Get rid of that person, man, and become renewed in the spirit of your mind. The only way you can do that is you fight to get rid of that old person. You can't come in here doing what you did in the world. That got to stay in the world now. It also says, I think it's in Philippians, where it says, we're going to now focus on the things that Christ will move forward to what Christ will give us, man. That's the job. That's the mission, man. You got to focus on them things to get it right with the Lord, man. Get rid of who you were. And sometimes it means you got to cut off the people from your past. I mean, you got to cut them off. Them cats in the world still doing all kind of evil things. Yes. You got to cut them the hell off, man. Hell yeah. Because you're getting influenced by them. You can't be around them. You can't have your kids around them. Because it's having an effect on you and your ability to change. Christ said this in the Bible. Christ said, if you put anybody before me, man, that's it. You better get it in your head. You put your mother before him, your father, your kids, your husband, your friends, your family. You ain't worthy of Christ. You ain't worthy of him. So you better put Christ first, like how Commander GEN.YAHANNA and GEN.YAHANNA put Christ first. You go first, man. You got the video. Come on, boys. You got it? Come on with it, brother.
Like what you about? Now look, wait, go back if you could.
That was his.
Show everybody this arena. Now, can they see this? Okay, share it and pause it there for just a second before you play it.
General, sound like that was his confession.
General, how's that young? That was heavy.
General, that sound like that was his confession. He said you got to come out of the closet. Here he come.
Damn. Now show the arena first. I just want to catch that first.
Come out.
Now, there it is. Can everybody see that? Let me tell you something. Now, look at this arena, right? He's getting ready to teach all these people how to be sexual deviants. He about to teach them all. He about to teach them how to be some foul, disgusting human beings. Like this place got to burn by the hand of the Lord. Now let's play what he's saying. Now they said it was low last time. Is there any way to raise it up without jamming?
Just that judge they couldn't hear.
Okay, but this one sounds a little low too. Not to y'all.
Come out the closet and stop keeping a secret and let the world know if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side, I would have been. Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone to a time of swallowing where everything
Brother, if that's not a sodomite confession, I don't know what the hell is. I don't know. What more do you need? Oh, I never heard that whole thing. I just heard the swallow part.
And then there's another one where he talk about Adam and Eve, but nobody's saying you can't have a little fun.
I think that's in this tape, right? No? Oh, I thought this was that tape. Okay, go ahead, Mathumya.
Come on, I just got the scripture.
Please read it for me.
Come on, Romans chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affection.
They given into vile affection. They had to chant, many are called, but few are chosen. They got called to do the work of the Most High, but they didn't want to do the work of the Most High. They wanted to do their own sexual deviance, so the Lord gave them up.
Damn right. Like with the scripture you just read in the 25th verse, it said because they wouldn't do what the Lord say and come in the right way and chose other gods and other people and other nations. For that reason, the Lord let Satan take them.
Let him take you. Go ahead.
Come on. For even their women did change the natural use.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Salaga. ISUPK Sacramento. This cannot be true. ISUPK Sacramento said the name of the TD Jakes sermon is called Daddy, I See the Wood.
Yeah, it's at the top of that little thing right there.
Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, come on. This is what all these religions want. And you black women, you better be aware. Shoot, you black men too now. You young boys, young men, young boys, you better be aware. Be aware about yourself.
That's right.
You are finding out. Let me tell you something. The internet is giving you a gift by the hand of the Lord. And the gift that is given you is showing you the pattern of all these sexual deviants and what they're doing. The Lord is revealing it to you so that you don't have to grow up blind like all your brothers and sisters before you. The scriptures say they declare their sin as Sodom. Their content,
right.
How does it go?
They declare their sin as Sodom and they hide it not.
That's one. But what's the one where it said their countenance showeth on their face?
Come on.
They declare their sin as Sodom. Get that one for me. Finish this one first. Did we finish that one? We was done? Okay, yeah, and get the next one.
Come on. Verse 20. It was some more, but for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the women, burned in their lust, one toward another.
Right. The natural use of a woman is not an orgy. That's against the law. It's against the scriptures to reveal the nakedness of another woman. It's against the scriptures for a man to have sex with a woman and her daughter, which is commonplace in the United States of America. It's common. It's common as getting a slice of pizza. They destroyed the man. Now she got another man in there this is not the father of this child. And now, because he don't have no proper training, he now has sex with her and her daughter. That's against the law.
That's right.
According to the law, that's a death penalty offense. According to the scriptures. This evil place. This is an evil, wicked ass place. Go ahead, Mathamia. What you got? What you want?
Come. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet.
Right. That's why this brother got life in prison right now. Receiving the recompense of the error. Receiving like punishment for the wickedness.
That's right.
That they're committing. And this brother, let me tell you something. The Lord is letting it out on this internet, and you better wake up. And you better come into the truth and get the hell away from these sociopaths that you think got such spiritual understanding. You dumb. And some of you women are so dumb that you'll just hear about somebody like him. And you assume because he got all them women under his spell that it must be something sexually special about him. And so then you, like a dummy, go and run right down there and get down in the middle of that and help destroy everybody. They was down there fighting and biting. I wish you could find that tape. You got any more of them tapes in that list? Okay. Because he got a tape out. They had a tape out, man, where they was full out having fights on the beach.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw some. We played on the show before. You played on the show one time before.
So that's the madness you're going to end up facing. Please, let's roll.
You got it? Isaiah 3 and 9? Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them.
Right. It's a witness against you.
Yep.
Whether it be Big Frida dancing in the middle of IUIC, that's a witness against it.
Yeah, right.
Or T.D. Jakes dressed up in purple like he acting, that's a witness against them. It's a witness against them. Go ahead.
And they declare their sin as Sodom.
They declare their sin as Sodom. Meaning they bringing the sin out just like Sodom and Gomorrah did. They declare that sin as though it's righteous the way Sodom did with the boldness. LGBTQ. Just Art and Paint. Just Art and Paint said she saw that video. That video was horrible, man. And them women it'll be 2 decades before they get over what this cat has done to their mind. It ain't nothing wrong with a man having more than one woman. It's such an honorable thing. It's such a masculine thing. It's such an independent thing. Let me tell you something. It's an independent thing. You feel so unclad by some wicked woman, when you got righteous sisters that's down with you, your whole life is about something more than some sexual deviant or power and control with a woman who's never supposed to have power and control over you. Your life becomes so much more if that's what you choose to do. Some men choose not to. That's your right as well to do. Give me the scripture where it say he described. Oh, that's the tape? Come on, man.
Oh, you got it. I'm looking for it.
Oh, man, let's get this out. Look at this horrible thing. Now, listen, they on a beach outside the country, if I'm understanding right. And he is putting them to fight. Get me the audio if you can. Does this have sound? Oh, okay.
Can't think right like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new bitch, chill ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands right. Cause these niggas want right.
He's standing over this house. These niggas try to take my life, they fuck around, you fuck around, you stop. You fuck around, you smoke. Cause these right. Go get him. This is cheap. Go get him. And of course, they can't break him up. He's standing on the edge of the beach with a video camera. And let me tell you something. That is textbook narcissism. That's a psychopath who's all he don't care about their health and safety. Nope. He don't care about them getting injured in any way. Nope. He don't care about their any psychological or financial loss. He don't care about any embarrassment he might bring to them. He could care less about only one thing, how it gratifies and glorifies himself. And brother, you get caught up into that garbage, you're going to suffer horribly. Like, you better thank the Lord for the ISUPK. And big shout out to General Muhammad as well, too. You better thank the Lord for what we got going on up in here. Because, brother, this is the alternative for dum-dums. Go back and play. Was that it on the tape? Run it one more time for everybody to see. I know we over the time pretty much now.
Jenna, also, too, that's why you brothers got to be in your kids' lives, man. You come to the truth and change your life, man. Let me tell you something. Whatever you did in the past is done and over with, man. You a brand new man up in here, man. You get up in here, change your life, like how we said for you to do, the Lord said for you to do. You are a brand new brother, man. Get in your kids' lives, man. Find out what's going on with them, especially your daughters. They need them fathers, man, to be able to protect them and guide them in the right way and to be a shield against niggas like this. Like, them fathers are the shield against cats like this here, because the father there, he can't get into them sisters like that, man. You young brothers to get out there getting your family lives and your kids' lives.
Now, listen, that's heavy what you said, Haas. And that's also why America is culpable in this as well. And why America was so evil to do and pass the laws that it has passed. And they came out with it. Do you know why they have these laws like this for this type of freedom for kids and freedom for adults? All so they can make money off them. They don't want parents stopping these kids from doing whatever stupidity they want to do. So they disguise it as freedom when what you're saying is right. The Lord knew that the family structure plays what it plays. No, stay on it so we can see the whole play.
I saw a study. They said,
oh, you got it still up. Oh, no, you pulled it. Okay, go ahead, General.
Said the kids that grow up without their fathers, especially the boys, they tend to grow up with no bridle on their aggression.
That's right.
And they under the mommy, because the father's role, they kind of steal the child at some point from the mother.
Right.
Like her nurture, her kindness, the softness, steal her from him. And then, T guides him through aggression. Teaches him when to stop aggression, how to handle aggression. But most households with no father, is very likely that the little boys will grow up out of control.
Right. Like they're gonna be emotional like her.
Yeah.
If they don't know better. Like being around a man makes you reserved and in control, and realizing the way a man is supposed to act.
Yeah.
Not being around him is gonna make you emotional like your mother.
Yep. Come.
Very heavy point. Is that it on that? I think we out of here now, bro.
We over the time.
Yeah.
We over the time.
Yeah.
Hey. Go ahead.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Brother asked, we announced the thumb gonna be in Chicago.
Do it.
Hey, Israel, listen, this Friday, I believe this Friday, General Thumb is going to be in Chicago with Captain Marvel Quad. And what's the podcast name?
Round Table of Truth.
The Round Table of Truth, man. So check it out this Friday in Chicago, 8 p.m. 8 Central Time. General Thumb live with Captain Marvel Quad in Chicago. The podcast, the Round
Table of Truth.
The Round Table of Truth. Hey, Marvel Quad, Shalaki, brother.
That's one of my favorite podcasts.
Yeah,
that Round Table of Truth.
Yeah.
Them brothers get it in, man. They get in. That's a good podcast, right there.
Hey, Shalaki, Marvel Quad, forget the name, brother. Forgive me, words. A lot of fellas you rolling with down there, man. But General Thumb will be down there Friday. Everybody check it out.
Damn right. Hey, join us every Monday night. You know we do it up every Monday night at 9 p.m. right here at ISUPK.com, the Black Watch Show. Join us for the Passover. You know that's coming up. Everybody know everything that's going down. Tons and tons of stuff going on. Big shout out to all the camps. Let's keep on pushing forward, man. I'll see y'all next time live on the UPK, man.
Yeah.
Been quoting all those scriptures. Those scriptures have always been talking about the children of Israel. God doesn't change. Man changed.
A lot of people will tell you that Martin Luther King followed after Christ. You see what I'm saying? That this is what Christ wanted all nations to come together. Then that ain't the truth.